Just shuffled the deck. Let's get right into it. I wanted to channel some love energy. Someone who's pulling in loves, a new person, a new emotional adventure. Let's go. Ooh, what was that? Oh, did you see that? It went right back in. Okay. So it's taking a while, isn't it? It's taking a while. Might be relevant already, but something came out. The Five of Pentacles in the reverse, as well as the Empress. So what I'm immediately getting is trusting your instinct. And with the Empress, that is divine feminine, right? This is expression, creativity. But the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, though, so that is a good sign. Well, yeah. I mean, it is kind of getting out of poverty, right? Usually the Five of Pentacles in the upright is just being left out in the cold, having nothing to your name, no money, no family, 16 in the middle of Miami. That's the Five of Pentacles, right? But with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, I'm seeing that you're kind of coming out of something, but there's still a feeling of regret here. But the Empress tells me that, yeah, you trust your instinct. That's the first thing I was getting when I saw the Empress. Before Divine Feminine, before all that creative flow and like just creation, nurturing energy, pleasure, enjoying yourself, like expressing yourself, right? Of course, fertility and like just fertile ground to plant things in, right? Before I was getting all of that, the first thing I was getting with the Empress coming out, as well as the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, it's telling you to trust your instinct. It's telling you to trust your instinct. Trust your instinct with what, though? With the Page of Swords in the upright and the Six of Cups, this is like, trust this new idea that's coming in. I'm hearing, let your inner child guide you in your communication. Don't be... this is really specific. Oh God, I'm channeling such specific collectives these days. 0220. I'm hearing you should let your inner child speak for you. Yeah, let your inner child speak for you. Let your inner child speak for you. We have the Queen of Swords coming out here. So this is about communication. When it comes to your love life, you might be dealing with a new kind of communication. You might be coming out of a relationship, or just, it doesn't even have to be a recent relationship. This could just be your relationships so far in this life have been really kind of dried up. Your creative well was dried up when it came to your relationships, because it was like you were always with people that you weren't on the same page as them. Literally, you weren't on the same page as them, and it always felt like you were masking. Yeah, this is what I'm getting with the Six of Cups in the upright and the Page of Swords. This is someone completely unmasked. This is someone who's letting their inner child speak for them. So none of this conditioned stuff, none of these conditioned, like the script we speak to each other in, right? None of this made up, I'm hearing constructed dialogue between people. None of that. Just two kids talking to each other. So you might be pulling in another Queen of Swords. This is what I'm getting. I see you as the Page of Swords, because you're still quite new at this. You might have, you might be really high masking. So I might be talking to someone neurodivergent, but it doesn't have to be. Just someone who's really in their role. They are very much in their role when it comes to communicating with other people and communicating with this could be anyone, really. You know how you talk differently to girls? If you consider yourself a woman, for example, and you are interested in men, have you ever noticed that you talk to men differently than you do to other women? Right? And even to other women, you talk to them in a certain way, different than how you talk to your mother, different than how you talk to yourself. And what I'm hearing is this person that's coming in, they are giving Queen of Swords energy. That is someone who's very intelligent, someone who's very like communicatively intelligent, very high level of emotional intelligence, someone who might even speak more than one language. This has been coming out a lot as well. Someone who's really objective in their judgment. Just a second, my cats are going crazy. They're having fun. They're like two kids playing. So when it hasn't felt very playful. Your past relationships, this could be, take it as it resonates, but this is, I'm seeing romance as well as platonic relationships, as well as familiar, like family relationships, family ties. It's like no one ever understood. No one gets you. No one gets you. I'm starting to sound like ChatGPT, but now, no, what I'm saying is like you might have felt a little bit alien when it came to your communication style. So this is that hits really close to home. So take it as if it resonates. I grew up bilingual, and it was always the way a child grows up speaking two. When a child speaks more than two or three, like one more than one language, Jesus, it seems like I don't speak any. It the head gets weird, stuff gets mixed up. Like you learn, for example, my example is German and English, so you learn phrases in English and you use them in a German word. Sometimes you literally translate things. Sometimes it's just 555 on the timer. So you might have been a little bit alien in the way you communicate. You might have just also been very sensitive as a kid. And that's why the way you, instead of saying, for example, this is just an example, you might have been a little bit more feminine in the way you talk. Instead of saying it's raining, you would say things like the sky is crying, right? Or when someone's hurting or something, then you would say, oh, their body is what is it? What is it in English? Sich wehren, like rebelling. Their body is rebelling or something like that, instead of they're in pain, right? Just a little bit more of a picturesque language is what I'm seeing. And this person or the people that you have been with so far, they have really kind of taken that out of you, your emotional well, your creative well, your linguistic well. You weren't able to like let it all out. So it kind of dried up around these people. But the person that's coming in when it comes to communication is gonna make you feel very comfortable. They're gonna make you feel comfortable enough to let your inner child out, your inner child speak for you. You're gonna use really poetic language. They might be a poet of some sort. This is just for some of you. But they are very much so sapiosexual. So they're very much, you don't have to be embarrassed to let this out, let this side of you out. Talk your shit is what I'm hearing. We have the world coming out. So this is part of a cycle. This is feeling like this is going to shift the way you talk from now on. Just your identity is going to shift from that. Anyway, this person is going to find this really attractive, the way you talk. If you let that side of you out, if you let the, I'm hearing someone stimming, so they're going to think that's very sweet, or they're going to stim with you. I'm seeing two people harmonizing. You might have seen that TikTok with the two kids or teenagers or whatever, like just swinging something like this metal stick around and like making sounds like that. It was like flow state. That's what I'm seeing for you and your person. But I want to pull some more oracle cards, and don't be afraid to stutter. You might there's so much I want to say right now, so the words are kind of tripping over themselves is what I want to say. And you might feel a bit embarrassed about making mistakes. This is very much so about speech. You might be dealing with an air sign as well. Just know that you will be heard and you will be understood in this next relationship to come with this Queen of Swords. You will be heard and understood, and that is, I know we always say to be loved is to be seen, but to me, to be loved is to be heard, you know? And I guess that's the same thing if you think about it, but like nitpicky. I'm just a little bit nitpicky. Anyway, we have heart coming out. You begin to feel your heart beat faster when you are close. Yes, 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 yes. Very nice, very nice. Feelings. Take time out to explore the deep emotions you are experiencing. So this is a bit of a slow burn. This relationship that's coming towards you is a little bit of a slow burn. And this is what I was feeling earlier with the world coming out in the upright. This identity shift of yours. It's supposed to be slow so you can figure each other out first and build a friendship, a very sturdy foundation. I don't have much time left. I just saw I didn't pay attention to time at all. So time might fly when you're around. You might get lost in conversations with each other. This is a very intellectual connection. We have divine, like synchronicity coming out, talking about divine counterparts, twin flame connection, if that term resonates with you. A divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicity. So you're going to be mirroring each other is what I'm hearing. You're going to be like thinking the same things. Again, this is a very intellectual, very mind-based relationship. I didn't get much body stuff, so they might really just be into your mind and brain, and of course they want to. Anyway, see you in the